Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us for this segment, we have Justin Howell and Kirk Voltz, co-founders of Rize, to discuss making financial services simple and accessible to everyone. Gentlemen, it's great to have you both with us. And let's start off with your backgrounds and how you came up with the idea of Rize.
Sounds good. Thanks very much for having us, Jill. My background was actually in the private equity and hedge fund worlds, as well as two previous startups. And Rize for me really goes all the way back to 2008, 2009. Had close family who really got wiped out in the Great Recession and just had this sense of there's got to be a better way to do this. This can't be the outcome for everybody.
So my background is in design. However, I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit. And when I met with Justin, it was clear that we had a shared vision of how the financial industry should work as opposed to how it currently does. And after a bit of discussion, we made the call to bring that vision to life.
So Rize today is a fintech infrastructure platform. We're a one-stop shop for companies to be able to build, launch, and scale new financial products really tailored to the needs of their end customers. But that's really not where we started. We started life as a consumer fintech application. We were a unified saving, investing, and banking application with, as you said, a mission to make financial services simple and accessible to everybody.
So, Justin, describe the ideal banking experience and how Rize can help to create that.
Yeah, so if you think about traditional financial services, really was one size fits all, whether that was a bank account, a mortgage, an insurance product, pretty much everybody got the same thing. But now we've got particularly younger generations growing up on the internet, now growing up on their phones, where really every aspect of life is highly personalized. And so you've got a new generation of fintech builders who are saying, well, that same level of personalization should apply to your financial products and services too. You got to be able to do it natively on your phone. It should really be tailored to your needs. You know, for example, you and your parents at very different stages of life should not be using the same financial products and services. So that's one side of folks building very personalized pieces there. You're also now starting to see a lot of non-financial companies who may have large existing user bases and loyalty there, seeing opportunities to bring financial capabilities into those existing user experiences, deepen relationship with customers, open up new revenue channels. So Rize is really designed to help both financial and non-financial companies be able to roll out highly personalized financial applications that meet their end customer needs.
Kirk, how does embedded finance play into the personalization of finance?
Well, now full banking infrastructure can be quickly inserted into existing applications. So a company that spent a bunch of time cultivating a customer experience or a customer relationship can offer up financial products inline. The customer doesn't need to leave the application or experience they're currently in. They simply take advantage of a new offering they're presented with. These days, integrating a payment or banking option into your product is often the deciding factor between winning or a long-term customer or losing out to a competitor. And in this new embedded world for the company, all the underlying regulatory requirements, financial infrastructure, payment rails, et cetera, all of that's handled in the background. They don't need to become a bank in order to offer up these services. They simply plug them into the product as they would any other offering.
Justin, what types of companies does Rize typically work with?
The Rize is really designed to be able to easily integrate with any company that wants to offer a compelling banking experience to their customers. So that runs the gamut from early stage fintechs to established fintechs to non-financial companies. But the through line is they all want to be able to focus on just building a great product, meeting their customers, and doing marketing and customer acquisition well. They don't want to have to think about the underlying pipes. We like to say infrastructure is critical to your business, but it's not your business. That's our business. So Rize is really designed to help any of those, whether it's a new build neobank, a lender, or a non-financial brand, be able to quickly and easily roll out a highly polished and compelling set of banking experiences that are also compliant.
And Kirk, to wrap up here, what else is Rize working on?
So we specialize in combining capabilities across financial verticals, starting with banking and brokerage right now. We just launched our first of the kind target yield account, which has the flexibility and accessibility of a traditional savings account, but actually sweeps money into fixed income ETFs, closed-end funds that can target much higher yield than what you're getting from traditional bank accounts today, anywhere from 2 to 8%. Civic protected and backed by fiat currency as opposed to crypto. Over time, we intend to stretch across multiple asset types, offering unique products that otherwise wouldn't be available without abstracting away the limitations of each individual asset or account type in isolation. Our goal is to facilitate a new, more modern financial world, and we're just getting started.
All right, sounds exciting. Where else can we learn more about you?
Come over and visit us at risefs.com, and you'll see a fair amount of stuff there. It gives you a sense of what we do.
All right.
Thanks very much for having us here today.
You got it, of course.
Really appreciate it.
You got it. No problem. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.